Okay, we're completing the square here. Now, this is just a way of solving or factorising quadratic expressions that won't factorise, if you know what I mean. So, basically, you've got to have the coefficient of x squared on it as 1. Okay, so this bit has to be just x squared. So if it's 2x squared, divide everything by 2. If it's 3x squared, divide everything by 3. Alright, but there you go. Now, all you have to do is this. So we're going to write it as x, and then you halve this. Alright, because if what we're doing, there's the square. Now, if I was to multiply that out, I would get this. And I'm going to write it right down the bottom. X squared minus 12x, which is why you halve, because there's the minus 12x there. Right, and I'd have plus 36. Now, I don't want that plus 36, so actually I'm going to take it away. Right, and so you always take away the square of whatever this is here. Alright, and then I have plus 5 at the end. That was still left over from there. I then simplify nice and easily, and we get minus 36 plus 5 is minus 31. Alright, and that is in the form x plus a squared plus b, where a is minus 6 and b is minus 31. Okay. Now, similar sort of thing here. We've already got 1x squared. The coefficient of x squared is 1. It asks us to put stuff into this form. Now, that is ultimately the same as this. Okay, and you'll see why in a minute, but they often ask for this sort of thing. So, we're going to complete the square. We get x plus 4 all squared. Now remember, if I multiplied that out, I would get x squared plus 8x. I have the 8x already. Plus 16. I don't want the 16, so I get rid of it. Right, and we got minus 4 equals 0. We know we're solving because we've got an equals in there, so that's an equation. I then make everything. I simplify everything, so I get this. Right, now this can't be done if this number here is positive. Basically this won't work, and you'll see why in a second. I'm then going to put everything onto the. I'm going to add 20 to both sides. Right, I'm probably going to have to rub this bit out down here, but there you go. I'm then going to square root, and this is why we get plus or minus the square root of 20. Now you obviously can't square root a negative, so that's why this bit here has to be negative. So when it goes, when you add it to both sides, okay, you can square root a positive number, but you can't square root a negative number, or it's an imaginary number. A bit of A-level maths there for you. We then take away 4 from both sides. So we've got this. Now this is almost in the form they want. Now basically that gives you a clue that this third here will simplify it nice and easily. Now root 20, I'm going to have to steal a bit of space, I think, from over here. I'll just get it in orange. So root 20 I could rewrite as root 4 times 5. So it's going to be just going to rub that out. It should be plus or minus. Now the 4 will square root nicely, and the 5 won't. So there we go. And that's the form they want it in. So there you go. Excellent. Like I say, just be careful. The only time where this gets a tiny bit tricky is where your coefficient of x squared is not 1, alright, but just divide through by that. If you're squaring fractions, just square the top, square the bottom, alright. It should be pretty straightforward, really.